Winter weather, once again, is only a few hours away in the Great Lakes region. Let's talk about it. Howdy everyone, the time is 3:21 p.m. and it is March 9th. Welcome to another update from Great Lakes weather. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. We are talking about this upcoming winter storm, and you can see it is already beginning to move into the area. You can see some lake effect snow starting to develop over parts of the lake, and you can actually see that is actually prompting some winter storm warnings across eastern Wisconsin as well. So the lake effect snow is actually going to be over there. Our focus is going to be the system snow that's going to be coming in parts of southern Michigan, northern Indiana, northern Ohio, beginning maybe even as early as 7 p.m. today. So that is going to be something you're going to want to be watching if you live in those areas that are shaded in purple at the current moment. This is a winter weather advisory in effect for this region. You can see that in parts of central Michigan, the total snow accumulations from this event are going to be 3 to 6 inches. And I think it's really going to be 3 to 6 inches across the board. So not really a lot of snow, but I do think the brunt of the snow is going to focus across this area, southwest Michigan, where you're going to get a little bit of that warmer temperatures and you're going to get a bit more moisture in the atmosphere to enable more heavier bands of snow to fall. So I think the focus of the heavier snow will be in this region, but I do think 3 to 6 inches appear to be the probable forecast for upcoming snow for parts of Michigan. Now back here, it's a different story. They're getting a bit more snow from this event and a bit more wind from this event. So total snow accumulations across eastern Wisconsin, 5 to 8 inches. Again, that lake enhancement. The winds are interesting right now. The winds are actually coming out of the east ahead of this system. So as this system slowly moves into parts of Michigan, we're going to start to see that snow fall at about 7 p.m., maybe initially falling as rain, and then it'll transition to snow around 9 p.m. and dump quite a bit of snow overnight. And we'll see probably about 3.5, 4 inches of snow on the ground by morning. And then the snow will begin to gradually lighten up throughout the midday and then finally end Friday afternoon. So that's really what is on the table with this particular storm event that is coming this way. So with that, I'm going to get to the latest on the weather models here. So you can see this is the HRRR model giving you a forecast of snowfall. Again, this is one model. We'll probably compare the models for snowfall total accumulations, but HRRR does give a good idea of where the snow is going to be at any given time. I'm going to fast forward it to the latest models because they're not really up to date as of yet. So here you go. This would be around 3 p.m. where we are at right now. You can see it's following along with a lot of what you just saw on the radar right there. You got a lot of rain developing, maybe some rain showers on the lake that could turn into lake-enhanced snowfall. And then you have that snow that's going to begin to increase in coverage across parts of the western Great Lakes region before it moves into Indiana. Now, Indiana, anywhere south of, I'd say, Fort Wayne, once again, is probably just going to see rain. All right, so you're not really going to have as much in terms of snowfall. Anywhere north of that, I think, is going to see the more of the snowfall that we're anticipating. So you can see it moves in, and you've got some rain that sort of moves into parts of Michigan as early as, I'd say, 8 p.m. Begins to fall, but quickly transitions to snow with the sun going down and temperatures starting to cool down. That rain will also contribute to the cooling factor of snowfall. You get a sounding on that transitioning zone, and you can see temperatures at the surface are still going to be in the up mid-30s, but notice the dendritic growth zone, the place where you're going to see those snow crystals develop, is between 12,000 and 16,000 feet. And where that is, that's going to bring the snow development, and then temperatures really don't begin to warm up past freezing until you get to just a little over a kilometer surface. So it is going to be cold enough for this to continue to fall as snow, not really going to have the chance to transition to rain before it reaches the ground. So the temperatures are also going to continue to cool throughout the evening. So as we continue forward, you can see a quick transition to snow across much of the area occurs. Heavier snow seems to be focused down towards, again, southwest Michigan and northern Indiana once again. Now you can see snow continues throughout the night. It kind of gradually continues, begins to lighten up by about 7 a.m., but it's still snowing. You can see across the area, still some snowfall continuing. And you can see that snow that rises up to the north into parts of the Upper Peninsula, eastern Wisconsin, begins to sag southward before it begins to disintegrate. So that's really what we're looking at. And then some freezing temperatures will stay behind it. And you can get a sounding after this moves through. And you can see the temperature is around freezing point with dendritic growth zone much lower. Maybe the possibility of a little bit of lake effect snow on the back side of this as well, but it doesn't really look like lake effect snow is going to be the case. Now you can also see this next band of snow that's going to be moving in. This will be our next system for Sunday across parts of the Great Lakes region. So Sunday we're also going to see snow as well, but right now the focus is on this snowfall event that will occur overnight tonight and into Friday. Okay, so that's when the snow is really going to fall across this area, and again, temperatures will gradually cool with that rain cool air. Look at the amount of change that is occurring in the atmosphere. You've got easterly winds at the surface, quickly shifting to westerly winds aloft, going a bit northerly farther up, and then you have westerlies once again farther up in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So really a interesting form of directional shear that's occurring there, but it's very light, but it is enough to cause a bit of lift for some precipitation to occur. So this snow is going to continue to move off to the east and be done by Friday afternoon, probably around 3 p.m. on Friday, okay? So with that, what are we expecting in terms of snowfall totals? Now, snowfall totals, again, are variable based on the model, but they do all show a widespread 3 to 6 inches generally across the Great Lakes region. NWS blend of models, again, shows up to 6 inches, even in some parts of northern Kalamazoo and parts of other counties up here as well. So you do have a widespread 3 to 6 inches occurring across the region. And you can see the models kind of differ in a lot of different areas, but again, NAM3K showing that focus of snow still in southwest Michigan. NAM showing that as well, the NAM. And then GFS also showing that focus of snow in southwest Michigan. So southwest Michigan seems to be the place that's more likely going to get the heavier brunt of the snow from this. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that. But that is what's currently being shown. Ice accumulations, very unlikely. Don't have really any models showing the potential for ice with this. I don't think that's going to be the case. Not really, just rain, quick transition to snow beyond that as well. So that's the thing to watch out for. That's really the brunt of what I wanted to show you. Not really too much in otherwise. That's really all the information I can give on this event. So hopefully this information was helpful to you in getting this information, and make sure to subscribe if you are not already. I continue to do these updates for any of the more notable weather activities that do occur across the Great Lakes region, so it's a good time to be aware of those. So stay tuned for more in the future, and stay safe on the roads tomorrow morning. Friday morning commute's going to be bad. Probably some school closings, particularly in southwest Michigan, seem to be probable. So stay tuned for more updates, and I will see you all later.